Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Mayor Harry Williams from Hardeeville has joined me, and we have a lot to talk about, a lot going on in Hardeeville. But we are in RBC Heritage Week, which is kind of interesting because something very unique just got introduced for Hardeeville in regards to RBC and golf. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's really wonderful timing as everybody comes to the RBC this week. And it was just announced that the old Canadian Open has been relocated also to South Carolina at the new Congaree golf course. And that will now give South Carolina a professional golf tournament 3 consecutive months this spring. And it's really a wonderful thing for South Carolina.
Isn't that fantastic? And our little Lowcountry area, I mean, my goodness, they must really like us down here.
They must like it. And it's really a magnificent golf course, very well done. It's beautiful. It's a great Lowcountry setting with all that 18th century charm. And I will say I did have an opportunity to golf there a couple of years ago, and the golf course clearly won that encounter. So,
So it's
I hope the pros do better than I did.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. It'll be interesting to see because it's going to be a new course for them to be playing.
It's a new course, and it's in the top 100 on Forbes' list. So it is beautiful, and I think it'll be very challenging. And I hope that'll attract a lot of quality name golfers because they'll want to play at this new venue.
Absolutely. So changing gears just a little bit, we're going to talk about Hardeeville and how popular it has become. You said before we started filming that you would think that you were giving houses away with the amount of people that are moving there. So that leads to some expansion that's going on with Sun City. So share with us what's going on there.
Well, Pulte, who builds Sun City, just announced that they have acquired 600 acres across Argent Boulevard from the current Sun City location.
Okay.
And they will add 1,500 new homes in that location.
Wow.
They still haven't submitted site plans, so we don't have all the details.
Okay.
But what is interesting to tell people is that those 1,500 homes are going into the East Argent development area, and that has a predetermined density. So they'll be part of that. So it's not really expanding the footprint of Hardeeville, although it is expanding the footprint of Sun City.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the opportunity to improve some of the road conditions along Argent Boulevard because that's a big concern for everybody. As all the expansion in the Lowcountry, that's one of the first things we all have to be concerned about is the impact on traffic. So I think this might give us an opportunity to address those issues with some of the impact fees that we'll be getting and handle the concerns of what's becoming a very busy roadway.
Yeah, very, very busy area. And we've got about a minute and a half left. I know you said before we started filming that you had just been to Columbia to talk a little bit about Exit 3. So what's the latest there?
Well, good things as always. I was in Columbia with Secretary Hall and Chairman White of the State Infrastructure Bank to finalize the detail and the production schedule for Exit 3.
Okay.
And I'm very, very pleased that the South Carolina Department of Transportation has made it a priority that they will keep that schedule and we'll have the first cars on Exit 3 January 2025. Okay. And that will coincide with what everybody's been asking for. They're accommodating the widening of I-95 at that same time.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be construction on both projects, and hopefully that first 8 miles of I-95 will be widened within the next 5 to 10 years. And so that was really exciting. And as a result of that activity, the first tenant should be going in sometime this spring, which will be Home Depot will be taking 60,000 square feet in that first building.
Wow.
That's off Exit 3. And they'll have a warehousing logistic operation there. So it's a nice new tenant to start us off.
Absolutely. That's a nice big new tenant to
That
start you
is a
off.
nice
That's
new
exciting.
tenant. We welcome them, and we look forward to being them being a part of our community.
Yeah. Well, Mayor, it's always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here to share all
Thank
that
you
great
for having me
information
again.
about Hardeeville. And we'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.